Okay, hi guys. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Hopefully you have your Spotify accounts going at the same time. So if you're following me on Spotify, my name is Tiare Vincent and the public playlist is called Rye. And so once I say thread the needle, that's when you guys can start it. So let's all just start off in child's pose, if you can hear me. Child's pose. Okay. And thanks for coming. There's 100 participants, so that's pretty freaking awesome. So when you get into child's pose, just come to your mat. Spread your knees wide to the outer edges of the mat and have your big toes to touch. And just lengthen your fingertips towards the front of the room, whatever your front of the room is. And start to just let your hips sink down towards your heels. And start to get a little bit deeper into your breath, and then maybe just find some gratitude for the fact that you're spending this 1 hour and that you get to be here, and this is a nice free space where you can just let go. And then start to come a little bit deeper into the breath, thinking about that intention that you're going to set for this class specifically. So maybe just one word or one phrase that you can connect to when the mind wanders. Think about how you want to show up for yourself, because you are doing this for you. And so how do you want to show up in this space for you? So we'll start to breathe together. Just start to exhale all the air out of the lungs, just letting go of any expectations that you may have of this class, of yourself or of me. We all have injuries or things like that. So always know that no matter what I say during this class, this is your practice. So you can choose to do whatever you'd like. And know that if you haven't taken my class before, sometimes it feels like it goes a little bit fast. So know that you can go at your own pace. You can take breaks whenever you want to. But yeah, I did say exhale, so hopefully you're still breathing. Exhale all the air out of the lungs. And then inhale together, big breath in as you fill up those lungs and hold to the top for the inhale. Exhale, HA. Once again, deep inhale through the nose, big breath in as you fill up the breath and hold to the top. Exhale, HA. Again, deep inhale through the nose, big breath in. Exhale, HA. Now start to breathe in a little bit deeper, filling up the lungs a little bit more as you hold to the top, and then seal your lips this time. And then just exit the breath through the nose, creating that strong ujjayi breath. Once more, deep inhale through the nose, big breath in. Exhale through your nose. And then one more time with intention, fill up that breath as you hold to the top, seal your lips, and then exhale through your nose. And then you'll just keep this continuous breath the entire class. Now is the time that you'd start your Spotify playlist, but take your right arm, thread the needle underneath the left arm, palm facing up or down, right cheek down to the mat or forehead. And you'll just hold right here. And just have a few breaths in and out through your nose as you let that left armpit fall in the direction towards the ground. Just being in this space. And then on your next inhale, you'll send your right hand towards the front of the mat, lengthen through those fingertips, and then exhale to the other side. Left arm threads underneath the right, left cheek down or forehead, and then just breathe deeply on this side. And you'll just take those 3 strong breaths in and out through your nose. Now you'll start to take that left hand towards the front of the mat. You'll lengthen through the fingertips for a deep inhale breath. And then exhale, HA. Now slowly start to come up into a scorpion as you start to push the hips forward and down, toes start to rise, chest lifts, shoulders down and back. Deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, push back to that child's pose. Let's do that again. Deep inhale as you start to rise up, lifting those toes, fill up that breath. Exhale, push back. And then one more time, deep inhale through the nose. Big breath, inhale. Exhale, push it on back. Now slowly start to come up into a tabletop, stacking the shoulders and stacking the hips, finding that neutral spine. And you'll just start to wag the hips side to side. Maybe let the head hang heavy. Maybe your palms will come down, fingertips towards your knees if you want to, and you can start to rock back and forth. Maybe tucking your toes, just waking up the body, maybe going in circles in one direction. Maybe going in circles in the opposite direction. And then come back to center, palms down, fingertips towards the front of the room, stack the shoulders, stack the hips. And then just inhale, drop the belly, look up, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, round the spine, lift through the legs. Inhale, belly down, shift your gaze up, deep inhale, breath. Exhale, round. One more time, belly down, shift your gaze up. Exhale, round. Now come back to a neutral spine. Start to tuck those toes and lift the knees 2 inches off of the mat. So you're zipping up that belly to spine. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, good, you're doing it. Just hover there. You're feeling fantastic. You're not overthinking. Your knees are hovering 2 inches off of the mat. You're feeling fantastic, right, Garrett? Good. Now, as you are hovering those knees 2 inches off of the mat, start to send that right leg back towards the back of the room, but your left knee is still hovering. And you're holding here, keeping the hips square. Breathing here. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to hovering the knees. You're still feeling great. You have nowhere else to be. And then just hover that right knee and send that left leg towards the back of the room. Hold here, lifting that left heel. Breathing here. Push the shoulder blades away from you. Push down into the palms, into all 10 fingertips. Hold here. And then come back into that tabletop, but hover the knees. Breathing here. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Downward facing dog. Weight into your heels. Spread the fingers wide. Push your chest back towards the shins and start to get into that nice deep dog. Down dog, but start to pedal at the heels. Just waking everything up. Spread the fingers wide. Push weight into the fingertips. Weight into the heels. Maybe bend the knees slightly and send the hips a little bit higher. Now send your right leg up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Just lift that heel for an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, half scorpion. Just rolling out that right ankle in one direction. And then rolling out that ankle in the opposite direction. Now come back to 3-legged dog as you inhale. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands. Left knee comes down to the mat. Now start to draw your hands up, moon pose, shoulders down and back. Deep inhale as you breathe in. Exhale, half split, straighten out that right leg. Flex the toes back towards your face. And then you'll come back into that moon pose. Deep inhale. Now twist your hands open to the right side of the room. Holding here. Maybe shift your gaze over that right thumb. Holding, breathing. Then come back to moon as you inhale. Exhale, come into a low lunge. So now you're lifting that left knee off of the mat. Bring that back heel down onto the mat and start to come into some side lunges on each side of the mat. I don't care how high or how low your hips are going, but you're just warming up the hips. You're just going side to side at your own pace. Doesn't matter how fast or how slow. And then you'll come back to a low lunge for a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, forward fold with feet hip width distance. So now your feet are hip width distance. Start to grab opposite elbows. And you can start to just let the head hang heavy. Just rocking that torso side to side, maybe shaking the head yes. Maybe shaking the head no. And then you'll start to bring your hands down to the mat, heel toe the feet together. And one vertebrae at a time, you'll slowly start to rise till the shoulders are down and back and the palms are facing forward. Inhale, circle sweep, the hands go up for an inhale breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circle sweep, hands go high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank, top of a push-up. Getting ready for your chaturanga, knowing that you can always drop your knees. You can skip these completely or do whatever the hell you want. So hold here, start to push your heels forward, shoulders right above the fingertips. Lengthen the spine as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, lower here. Make sure that the shoulders don't go below the elbows. Just keep that right angle, holding here. Now toes come down. Upward facing dog, lift the thighs, shoulders down and back, deep inhale through the nose, exhale to downward facing dog. Nice breathing. Now left leg goes up to the sky as you inhale, lift that heel, exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, half scorpion, and roll out that ankle in one direction, and then roll out that ankle in the opposite direction. Now come back to three-legged dog as you inhale. Exhale, moon pose. Bring that foot in between the hands. Right knee comes down, hands come up. Deep inhale as you rise. Exhale, half split. Straighten out that left leg. Flexing the toes back towards the face. Inhale, come back to that moon pose. Deep inhale, breath. Exhale, twist your hands open to the left. Yes. Maybe shift your gaze in the direction towards that left thumb for just a moment. And then you'll come back to that moon for an inhale. Exhale to low lunge. Lifting that right knee off of the mat. Bring the back heel down and you'll go into Skandhasanas on each side of your mat. So you're still warming up. Just side to side for just 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to that low lunge for an inhale breath. Then exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Circle sweep, your hands go high as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Just moving at your own pace. You inhale for your up dog, and you exhale for your downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift for inhale. Exhale, fold. Circle, sweep, your hands go high for a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. We're just warming up the body. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, knowing that you can walk or float or skip completely. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale, resets you into your downward facing. Inhale, take out a big breath in. Exhale, HA. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat as you halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time, hips low, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down into that chair. Shoulders are down and back away from the ears. Maybe you start to lift those toes as you have more weight into your heels. Can you sit a little bit deeper? Now take a glance down at your toes, and if you can't see the toes, just push the hips back a little bit more. And then once you see those toes, you're great, gravy. Sit a little bit deeper. Just holding here. Feeling fantastic, Gina. Sit a little bit deeper as you inhale and draw the hands back. Exhale, start to come into half chair, just swooshing the hands back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now stand all the way up for your inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Just moving with intention. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale, resets you into down dog. Right leg goes up to the sky for the inhale. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands, rise up to crescent lunge. So as you're in that crescent lunge, you'll stack that right knee right over that right heel. You'll push that left heel more forward, and your feet are hip width distance. So it's like you're on train tracks with the feet rather than on a tight rope. Shoulders are down and back. Inner rotate the palms so the pinky fingers are slightly in. Holding here. Breathing here. Maybe start to look in between your fingertips, knowing that on the next round of this, we'll be moving one movement to one breath. So let this feel fantastic. Can you sit the hips a little bit deeper and push that left heel more forward? Have a deep inhale as you draw the hands back a little bit more. Big breath in. Now exhale, twist your hands open to the right, just like we did in the warm-up, but now you're in that crescent. Holding here. We're gonna be balancing in just a moment. In about 5-ish seconds, you're gonna go into single-legged Tadasana, bringing that left knee up to a tabletop. So just hold there for a moment. And in 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift that left knee up to a tabletop. So now you're in that single-legged Tadasana. You're trying to create that right angle with the left leg. Holding here. You should feel nice and warm, nice and relaxed. Maybe flare your left toes. Lengthen through your fingertips. Deep inhale through the nose. And then you're gonna find warrior 3, just sending your left leg back behind you, hands towards the front of the room. If this is too much, you can always bring your hands to heart center. Make sure the hips are in line and your left foot is flexed and the toes are tracking in the direction towards the ground. Hold here. Breathe here. Now we warmed up in Skandasanas earlier. So in 5 seconds, you're gonna go into Skandasana from this posture. So you're gonna hold here, breathe here, stay here for your exhale breath. Bend your right knee, bring the left heel down, and find Skandasana with hands out to the sides for this. So like I said, hips don't have to go too low. They can be wherever it feels best for the knee, even if that's just a micro bend. Holding here. So this is a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale to warrior 2 towards the front of the room, and notice your right knee. Try to keep it stacked above that heel. Maybe peel that knee slightly open to the right. Gaze over your front fingertips, and then the shoulders relax. Holding here. Notice your breath. Toes are in the direction towards the back of the room, and the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Sit a little bit deeper. Now inhale, flip your palm. Reverse your warriors. You stay low into that lunge for the inhale breath. And then exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Just follow Derek, because I'm out of breath talking. Inhale, fill up dog. Exhale, reset yourself into that downward facing dog. And then you have a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, HA. Inhale, left leg goes up to the sky for the breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge on this side. Bring that foot in between the hands and rise the hands up. Same as the other side. We're holding here so we get comfortable with what we're doing. And then on the next round, we'll move one movement to one breath. Push that right heel forward. Sides of your mouth upwards because you get to be here, but in your own room. Are you happy? Woo! Okay, good. Holding here. Stack your left knee over that left heel. Push your right heel more forward. Maybe shift your gaze in between those fingertips. Know that this feels fantastic because it is just temporary, just like life, just like unemployment. Hold here for a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, twist your hands open to the left this time. So now palms are towards the left side of the room. Make sure to smile at the camera because everyone is staring at you, not me, because I'm not doing shit. Holding here. Continue to twist. Stay low into that lunge for 5. Then we're gonna go into that single-legged Tadasana in 4, 3, 2. Root down through that left foot and rise that right knee up to that tabletop position. Shoulders down and back. Holding here. Flex the foot. Engage the abdominals. Strong core, strong practice. Hold here for an inhale through the nose. And then exhale to warrior three. You're still balancing on that standing left leg and you're just lifting that right heel. Hands towards the front of the room. Knowing that you can always bring the hands to heart center. Good, you're still all in here. Holding. Stay here for your exhale breath. And then when you inhale, bend the left knee, bring the back heel down, and find Skandasana with hands open to the sides. Breathing here, flex the left toes back towards your face. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale to warrior two towards the front of the room. Notice your left knee, make sure it peels slightly open to the left rather than caving inward. Sit a little bit deeper. Rooting down to rise up. Holding. Notice your breath. Inhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior as you fill up. And then exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Moving with your breath. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale, resets you into downward facing dog. Yay! Good job. Now we'll do that all together. So just inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Circle, sweep the arms, go high. Exhale, forward fold. Lots of extra steps. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, half chair. We're gonna stand all the way up again for the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Now curl pose or halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up, nice. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale to downward dog. Right leg steps forward, rise up to that crescent lunge. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, twist your hands open to the right. Inhale, single-legged Tadasana for the breath in. Exhale to warrior three. Inhale, Skandasana with hands up to the sides. Exhale to warrior two. Flip your palm as you reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, move with your breath. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale, resets you down dog. Left leg steps forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, twist open. Inhale, single-legged Tadasana, right knee comes up. Exhale to a warrior three. Inhale, Skandasana with hands up to the sides. Exhale to a warrior two. Flip your palm as you reverse. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Moving with your breath. Inhale, fills you. Exhale, resets you. Ha. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. This time, just come up into Utkatasana. This is what I meant to do as you inhale. Exhale, swoosh the hands back. Stand all the way up, breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Crow pose or halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, just getting all the push-ups in. Inhale, fills you up. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now right leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, bring it over to the left elbow. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale to your right elbow. Hold here or fly into an arm balance if that's in your practice. Otherwise, just holding it here is just enough. We're 5, 4, nice. 3, 2, back to three-legged dog as you inhale, big breath in. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands and you inhale to rise to crescent lunge. Exhale, twist your hands open. Inhale, left knee comes up for single-legged Tadasana. Exhale to warrior three. Inhale, Skandasana with hands out to the sides. Exhale to warrior two. Now hold right here and start to flip your palm and reverse your warrior. And then now this time come into side angle. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. And you're just pushing that right knee away with the elbow. You can always bring that right elbow to the thigh. You're lengthening through those fingertips, holding here. Breathing here. Nowhere else to be in this moment. Now maybe start to send your left hand towards the front of the room. Maybe start to send both hands towards the front of the room and just inner rotate those palms. Keep peeling that left shoulder back. Notice your right knee. Make sure it doesn't come inward. Make sure it's stacked. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then reverse your warrior as you inhale, breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, chaturanga, high to low, push up. Moving with your breath. Inhale, fills you to upward dog. Exhale, resets you into that downward facing dog. Now let's do the other side. Left leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose with breath. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale to your right elbow. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale to your left elbow. Hold here or fly into that arm balance. But it's perfect to just keep it glued to maybe that elbow or that tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to three-legged dog. Left leg is up. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands. Crescent lunge, deep breath in. Exhale, twist your hands open to the left. Inhale, single-legged Tadasana as the right knee comes high. Exhale to warrior 3. Inhale, come into Skandasana with hands up to the sides. Exhale to a warrior 2. Flip your palm as you reverse your warrior. Exhale to a side angle on this side now. Notice your left knee. Make sure it's stacked over that heel. Just pushing that knee away with the elbow. You're rooted down through all 4 corners of that left foot. And you're pushing into the knife edge of that right foot as you continue to twist open. Hold here. Maybe send your right hand towards the front of the room. Maybe send both hands towards the front of the room and inner rotate the palms. Lengthen through those fingertips. Continue to peel right shoulder open for 5. Holding here. 4, 3, 2. Stay low in the lunge as you reverse your warrior for a breath in. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. High to low, push up. Inhale, fills you to upward facing dog. Exhale, HA to the ha. Inhale together, big breath in. Exhale, HA. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat as the hips come low, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, swoosh the hands back behind you. Now stand all the way up, hold right here, and swing your left arm underneath the right, palms to touch, thumbs toward the face. Shoulders down and back. Lift the elbows in line with those shoulders. If this is too much, you can also grab opposite shoulders if that feels better. So we're starting with left arm under first. And then when you're ready, just start to sit down into those hips and take your left leg up and over the right. You may not have a mirror in front of you, but try to hug everything to the midline of the body. So the elbows and knees are in line. If you can tuck the toes behind that calf, maybe you do that. If you have really big muscles and you're too strong, that's probably why they're not tucking, right? So you're squeezing everything to the midline. Hold here for an inhale, breath. Exhale, start to sleep that eagle. Elbows come in the direction towards the knee. Holding here. Breathing here. Now start to send that left leg back behind you, reaching forward, reaching back, airplane, eagle. Now slowly bend the right knee, bring the left ball of the foot down, and rise the hands up for crescent lunge. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, twist your hands open to the right. Inhale, single-legged Tadasana, bringing that left knee up. Exhale into warrior 3. Inhale, Skandasana, hands out to the sides. Exhale, warrior 2 towards the front of the room. Flip your palm as you reverse your warrior. Exhale to a side angle. Now you can stay right here, or maybe you take that left hand to the low back, coming into a half bind. If you want to go into a full bind, maybe you connect the hands behind you. Maybe you start to come into a bird of paradise as you root down through that left foot and slowly start to rise. Otherwise, you just stay right in that side angle. But if you can go into that bird of paradise, you go into that bird of paradise with intention. Holding here. Find that fullest expression wherever you are in your living room. And then slowly start to find that way back into that side angle. Once you're in that side angle, you'll open up the arms, reverse your warrior once again. Now this time, root down through that right foot, and you're gonna find half moon, balancing on that standing right leg. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips, stacking that left hip right over the right. Flex your left toes, holding here. Just hold right there. In a few seconds, I'm gonna make you go into a Vashisthasana from this posture. So don't overthink it. In 3 seconds, your left hand and left foot will come down to the mat and you'll go into that side plank. So hold here for 3, 2, 1. Left hand, left foot comes down and you swivel on open to a Vashisthasana, just stacking the hips, stacking the heels, stack those shoulders. If you want to modify, just bring that left knee down. Don't overthink it. Listen to the body. If you want to, you can start to lift that right leg to intensify. Engage the abdominals. Find that expression. Deep inhale through the nose. And do 3 push-ups for fun and for free, because it's a free Zoom class. 3 push-ups and I'm watching you. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, fill upward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale, HA to the Are you doing good? Yes. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Hips come low, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, swoosh the hands back behind you. Stand all the way up as you inhale. Now swing your right arm underneath the left, palms to touch, thumbs toward the face. Getting ready for eagle on this side. Knowing that you can grab opposite shoulders, lift your elbows a little bit higher in line with those shoulders. Now sit deep into the hips and bring your right leg up and over the left. Maybe tucking the toes behind the calf. Don't forget to breathe. That strong Ujjayi breath that you started with, lift the elbows a little bit higher, sit a little bit deeper into the hips. Have a deep, my favorite song, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sleep that eagle, elbows come down towards the knees. You're rounding, connecting those elbows towards the knees, holding here. And then just start to unwrap that leg. Send that right leg back behind you. You're still balancing on that standing left leg. Reaching forward, reaching back, holding here. Now inhale, crescent lunge. Slowly start to rise the hands up, big breath in. Exhale, twist your hands open to the left. Inhale, single-legged Tadasana as the right knee comes up. Exhale to a warrior 3. Inhale, Skandasana with hands up to the sides. Exhale to a warrior 2. Flip your palm as you reverse your warrior. Exhale to a side angle. And now that you're in your side angle, you can always take a half bind, a full bind, or go into bird of paradise. Otherwise, just stay in that side angle. Breathing here. Holding here. If you're in that bird of paradise, maybe you start to extend the left leg, taking this where you want to take this. Nice job. And then you'll slowly start to find your way back into that side angle. Side angle, just opening up the arms. Now you're going to root down as you reverse your warrior for the breath in. And then find that half moon. Just balancing on that standing left leg. Try to stack your right hip right over your left. Flex the toes. Energy through your fingertips. If you need a block or a bag of rice or a laundry detergent underneath that left hand, you can do that as well. Or the left hand can come down to the mat. Hold here. Breathe here. And in 5 seconds, we're going to go into that Vashisthasana. So lift that heel. Take this where you want to take this for an inhale breath. And then exhale, plant the right hand down, right foot down. Stack that left heel right over the right. Stacking your shoulders. Lift the hips. You can always bring that right knee down to the mat. Never overthinking it. You can always lift that left leg if that is in your practice. So just holding here. Take this to your fullest expression wherever you are. Find it, have that inhale breath, and then do 3 push-ups for fun and for free. For 1, 2, 3. Inhale, fill upward facing dog for the breath in. Exhale, HA to the Agua Asana, water asana. Bring your knees down to the mat. You can get a drink of water if you want to. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. I'm not gonna unmute you because I'll get distracted and keep talking. And once you take that little break, you can find your way back into a child's pose, just for a moment. So you'll just reset back into that child's pose. Now take your hands over to the right side of the mat and bring that left hand on top of the right. And then bring your hands over to the left side of the mat and bring that right hand right on top of the left and just relax here. We're just taking a few breaths. Now bring your hands back to center, lengthen through the fingertips as you inhale, and then exhale, HA. Start to come up into a tabletop, stacking the shoulders and stacking the hips, finding that neutral spine. Now start to send your right leg towards the back of the room. Start to send your left hand towards the front of the room, lifting that left thumb, lifting that right heel as you inhale. Exhale, squeeze elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach, lengthen, hold here. Now bend the right knee, grab the foot and kick into that hand and just rise that chest up. Maybe shifting your gaze over that left shoulder. Continue to kick, kick, kick. Now start to reach, lengthen, forward and back, hold right here. Bring both hands down to the mat. Now leave your right leg long, tuck your left toes, lift that left knee 2 inches off of the mat, and pulse that right leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3-legged dog. Right leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips, stay right here, or flip your dog if you want to. Making sure your feet are square towards the back of the room as you lift your hips high. Know that you can stay in that 3-legged dog as well, because we'll come right back to it. So lift the hips. Good job. Now you'll come back to that 3-legged dog. Right leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands. Left knee will come down, hands come up. We're just warming up the body again. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, twist your hands open to the right. Now take your right hand to your left hamstring. Right hand to left hamstring. Send your left hand up to the sky. Holding here. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, plant the hands, standing splits. Left leg goes up to the sky. And this is a great place to stay. If you like to practice handstand, you can always go there. You can also place blocks or random water bottles or something underneath your hands. Do what you need to do. So you're just lifting that left leg, not overthinking it. You can always take your right hand around the right calf, or you can take 2 hands around that calf, trying to bring that forehead in the direction towards the shin. Find that fullest expression wherever you are. Continue to kick, kick, kick. And then start to stand all the way up. Single-legged Tadasana. Lift your left knee up to that tabletop as you inhale. Exhale to a warrior 3, just like you've been doing. Now inhale, Skandasana to the left, flexing your right toes. Exhale to a warrior 2. Now flip your palm and reverse the triangle. So you're just straightening out both legs, reaching, and then take your right hand maybe to the shin, to a block, or to the ground, or whatever the heck you want to do. But make sure that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. So you're twisting from the ribs rather than from the hips. Not a lot of weight in that right hand. You're lengthening through your left fingertips. Holding here. Breathing here. And then you'll slowly start to rise all the way up. You'll turn your right toes in. You'll start to interlace your hands at the low back. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and back as you inhale, and then exhale, flat back fold. Just having that nice shoulder rinse as you let the hands hang heavy in the direction towards the ground behind you. If you want to go into a tripod headstand, you can always go there. I like to leave this open to whatever feels best for everybody. Otherwise, just stay exactly where you are. Have that nice forward fold. If you're in a tripod headstand, you'll slowly start to bring your feet back down to the mat. And then everyone will bring your hands right back down beneath you. You'll walk yourself into a low lunge towards the front of the room. And then you'll start to come into a forward fold, feet hip width distance at the top of your mat. Now take your two-piece fingers, hook them around the big toe. Bring your feet hip width distance, maybe a little bit wider. Now inhale, lengthen the spine. You can bend the knees flat back. Exhale, pull elbows to the sides of the room. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, pull. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, crow pose, or malasana wide-legged squat. So you can always bring your hands right in front of your feet. Bend your elbows, bring your knees high up onto those triceps. Try to create that shelf with the triceps as you maybe bring 1 or 2 feet off of the mat. If this is too much, we'll go into tripod headstand if you want to. If this is too much, just come into a malasana wide-legged squat. Feet to the outer edges of the mat as you're pushing the knees away with the elbows. Poop in the woods asana. Yes? Beautiful. And maybe if you are in a tripod headstand, you can come back to a crow. Maybe if you're in a crow, you can shoot back to chaturanga. And if you're in a malasana, you'll just find your way through your vinyasa, just flowing. And we'll all just make sure we find our way back into a downward facing dog. Inhale to get a big breath in. Exhale, HA. Now slowly start to bring your knees all the way down to the mat, coming into that tabletop. And then this time you'll send send your left leg towards the back of the room. Send your right hand towards the front of the room. Holding here, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, squeeze elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach, lengthen, hold here. Now bend the left knee, grab the foot, and kick into that hand. Maybe shifting your gaze over that right shoulder. Maybe flare your toes. Continue to kick. Kickity. Giggity. Kick. And then inhale, reach, lengthen, forward and back. Leave that left leg long. Both hands come down to the mat. Tuck your right toes and hover that right knee 2 inches off of the mat. We'll pulse that left leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3-legged dog as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips. Stay right here or flip your dog. Hips go high as the head falls back. Maybe one day going into a full wheel here if you ever want to. But you take this where you want to take this, and you're okay with wherever you are in your body. You look great. Find that fullest expression as the hips go a little bit higher. And then you'll come back to that 3-legged dog. Left leg goes up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, bring that foot in between the hands, moon pose. Knee comes down to the mat as the hands come up. Exhale, twist your hands open to the left. Now you'll come back to moon pose for the inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, standing splits as the right leg goes up to the sky. Don't be upset with yourself if your standing splits doesn't look like the Instagram models. Some of us run all the time and our hamstrings are very, very tight. So you work with the body you have. Giving less shiitakes about what the body looks like and just think about how the body feels right now. Maybe take left hand around the left half Maybe you take 2 hands around that calf to play with your balance. Handstand is also an option, but I trust that you're doing exactly what you need to do for you. So continue to kick. Continue to breathe. We're going into single-legged Tadasana in 3, in 2, 1. Single-legged Tadasana. Just lift that right knee up to the tabletop as you inhale. Exhale to a warrior 3. Inhale, Skandasana with hands out to the sides. Exhale to a warrior 2. Now flip your palm, reverse the triangle as you straighten out both legs for the inhale. Exhale to Trikonasana. Back right toes are slightly in at a 45-degree angle. So that right hip is a little bit down, and then you're twisting from the ribs. Otherwise, you'll pull a groin. Holding here. And do whatever kind of variation you did on this side or on the other side now. Maybe you send your right hand to your low back. Maybe left hand towards the front of the room. Otherwise, you just stay here. Maybe shifting that gaze up towards that right thumb. And then you'll slowly rise all the way up. Turn your left toes in now. Hands out to the sides. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then